Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the M40 M43. It's the Tier 8 American SPG. It's located on the northeast corner of Glacier, and it's under the command of Angelina75 of OLIMP. And she's in the contest for the weekend lion. Now, Talon had a lot of success with this Arty. Let's see if Angelina can do the same. Well, if you recall in the video that Talon sent in, he managed to get a first class tanker as well as a bruiser and a Confederate in his M40 M43. The first replay he sent in earlier this week. Okay, we've got an 8-inch howitzer which is capable of doing 900 alpha, 52mm pen, and 10.5 meters on the burst radius. And also, if I can get that up again, between 12.6 and 28 seconds of a stun. And that's a good start because that shell did 61 hit points of stun assist. She managed to put the shell in just at the last moment, and her teammates managed to get the kill. The Barask put a round into his rear, and he was out the game, and she managed to claim some of that because, of course, she stunned him just before he got shot, which basically slowed him down for the Barask. Now she's in reload at the moment. We've got two enemy tanks at the other end of the gully. Let's see if they can get a hit. Rounds out. Yes, the 63 took a hit there. 352 hit points from the splash. And Angelina's changed position. She doesn't have to move very far from her spot. There is an enemy Arty. It is another M40 M43. Well, she's focusing on the center line at the moment. She might have to focus elsewhere, but that TS-54 just killed our Barask. So it was obviously in the wrong position during the second part of that action. Rounds out. Landed short. Now the M40 M43, as you can tell by the shape of the vehicle, was actually made from the M4. In fact, it was made from an elongated M4 hull. It was actually the M4A3 chassis. It has the R975 Continental engine, and they originally made the M40 with the 155mm howitzer on it, not the 203 8-inch howitzer, which is on the M43. They were planning to make 600 of them. Oh, that was a direct hit. 335 hit points. They were planning to make 600. They only made 311 in the end because, of course, the Second World War had ended and they didn't need any more Arty. But one of them was actually used during the Second World War in Europe. It was tested. It did work. And they also tested the M43 as well, and that worked. They only built 8 M43s by August of 1945, and they ordered in the end 24 of them, and then converted some of the M40s, the ones with the 155mm howitzer. They took that off and actually replaced it with the 8-inch howitzer instead, because it did have that capability of being used for other versions and other guns, for the 155 rather, being taken off and converted into an 8-inch. Now, it did actually serve in Korea, so it was useful for that purpose. They also made the T-30, which was basically the same version but an ammunition carrier. Rounds out, direct hit, 416 took that one right on the corner. Now the T-30 ammo carrier was cancelled in the end. They decided not to actually go ahead with that, and instead they actually used an M4A1 high-speed tractor as the ammo carrier, and they called that one the M43. They also, and most people don't know this, is they also made what they call the T94, and that was going to be a 25cm mortar motor carriage. Yes, it was actually... Oh, what a shot! That was beautiful! hit the turret of the Basante, and he's out the game. And that's the first kill for Angelina. Lovely one. Now the T94 was the 25cm mortar motor carriage. They were also going to make one with a 10-inch mortar as well. And that was designed in February of 1945, and there was only one prototype actually made. So it would have been quite interesting if you had such a high caliber weapon, a 10-inch weapon on a mortar basis, and a 25cm mortar as well. Okay, we've got a Shrek there, who's just taken a hit, rounds out. That's a kill. That's the second kill for Angelina, and there's only one enemy left. It's the enemy Arty. And so he's bound to be near the cap area. Shells are going in there. Oh, we just saw the tracer. He's in there, yes. And somebody's just marked the map to ping the map to say that's where he is. In fact, was that Angelina who pinged it? No, it was the ISU 152K. And he must have received a shell. So I suspect that the enemy Arty is just about to be spotted. We're loaded. There he is. Pulled back. And before we can get the shell off, he's dead. But our shell did arrive and hit the target. So Angelina would have got more damage. Well, that was an exciting and fast game for Angelina in the M40, M43. She managed to get a first-class tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, but there was no other medals, so unfortunately this doesn't beat Talon in this game, although her win rate was very high as well, 2,566, which is Unicum standard, but getting higher all the time. Let's have a look at team score. Well, Angelina got the 4th highest damage on her team, but not the 4th highest damage overall, because there was one enemy tank who managed to get more damage than she did. And that was the Type 63 on the enemy team. There was 3 members of her own team ahead of her. That means she's in 5th place on damage. The high scorer on damage was the Skoda T56 with 3,191. Second highest was the Type 63 on the enemy team, 2,500. And third highest was Carnarvon, who managed 2,387 and also got a Spartan medal out of that game. Angelina picked up 1,932 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, she's actually in joint second place with other tanks. The Skoda managed to get 4 kills. 2 kills went to the other Skoda and the Carnarvon and Angelina and the AT-15. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. In fact, only 5 players actually managed to get kills at all in that game. So the enemy team was kind of overwhelmed. When it came to base XP, Angelina's in 5th place again. So the top scorer was the Carnarvon, 1,200 base experience points to him. 1,138 went to one of the Skodas, 1,015 went to the other Skoda. So they were the only 3 tanks who managed to make it over 1,000 base, with the Object 416 getting 4th place and Angelina getting 5th place with 879. Just 1 experience point behind the Object 416. She fired only 9 rounds. That's pretty good going. To get a first-class tanker with 9 rounds takes some doing. 4 direct hits on the enemy. None of them penetrated, but she did get 11 splash. So she hit some targets, which were actually 2 targets were hit at the same time. 1,932 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. She did receive 1 hit by way of splash damage as well from the enemy, but it didn't affect her. 6 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, and she got 1,530 hit points of stun assist of 8 stuns. Now, I suspect that that's the reason why she got the first-class tanker, and the reason she didn't get the medal was she actually did get kills in this game, and that Basante kill was actually quite nice. I thought that was a good one. Struck the turret of the enemy tank, and that's it, saw to him. And if we look at the credits, we can see she made a profit of 70,849 credits from the game, including a 50,000 mission completion bonus. And she also took away 2,637 experience points out of the game as well. So it was a good game. It's an improvement, and it gets closer and closer to Talon. But he has sent in another replay, and we're going to watch that one right now. The second replay is Talon in the Hummel, the Tier 6 German SPG. We're on the north spawn of Abbey. Game on. Well, 2 marks on the barrel, and it's the short stock barrel, which of course is more accurate, has more shots, and is faster to reload than the standard Hummel Arty with the long gun. You may be able to shoot over the entire range of the map with the top gun, but of course you can't get as accurate as you can with the stock one. You can see somebody's coming up that road right now. Oh, he stops! But he did get some splash damage there on the Udas. 54 hit points, and it's made them stop and think. And yep, there's 3 of them there actually. There's a Comet as well. It's a Tier 8 game with Tier 6 tanks in it. He's loaded. Rounds out. That's better. 62 hit points this time. He's gradually creeping upwards, but he stunned them as well, which of course makes a difference, because of course if you get stun assist, that could be very profitable. Okay, we're just waiting for the reload to complete. Standard reload for this Arty is 25.21 seconds, and he's got a reload time of 20.74. So he's going to go back to that Udas, and he gets a big hit this time, 231, right into the side of the Udas. I think that Comet is probably still there, and I suspect that the Udas will probably be limping away, licking his wounds. Well, there's one of them. He managed to make it up into the Abbey grounds, but he's changed his mind. Oh, and he's taking damage. More damage coming in, and he's out the game. Okay, so looking around for more targets. There's the other Udas. So one of them did try to get into the gates. Then we've got a Blesk. Okay, Blesk got good targets. Can we get a shell in there? Rounds out. Well, it was very close to where the Blesk was seen. And we can now see the Comet's got into the grounds, the Udas got into the grounds. But from our current angle, it's not an easy shot. We can just about get a shot over to the middle road. There's the Udas. Now that tower is getting in the way, so we do have to change position. And it looks like the Udas just got wiped out by the box tank. Okay, we can see that I think the Comet's gone down into that little garage inside the Abbey grounds, that little hole where you can hide. Well, that building's going to need a lick of paint. Who's next? Yes, you can see the Comet. It's actually got a purple square, which means that it's actually probably a Unicum player. Meanwhile, the Skoda T25 back at the enemy cap area, trying to defend it. 2 shells went in. We don't know if there was any damage. We'll have to wait and see. I think that Comet's hiding there because he doesn't want to get shot at. He knows that some of our guys are getting hits. In fact, now the Comet is taking damage inside the Abbey grounds. And he's not the only one. We're about to hit that SU-100M1 if our teammates do spot him. Lots of damage going on. Now the Skoda's coming to sight. Skoda T17, one of those new cannon tanks. Can we get around in? Oh, that was so close. 76 hit points. Hit the building right next door to him. More shells coming in. The other RT on our team is a GW Panther. Okay, we've got the Jagdpanzer 4, the flat Panzer. Direct hit right on his engine bay. Oh, that was a fantastic shot. Fairly long range as well, but it was right on the money and he got a kill. That's his first kill of the game. Okay, there's more enemy tanks out there. That SU-100M1 is still there somewhere. can't see him at the moment, but that's not for want of trying. I think, yes, there he is. Okay, now lining the shot up. Rounds out. This is coming down on top of him. Yep, 149 hit points. Hit the cockpit. Oh, Hellcat. Now, they've got notoriously thin armor, and we just got spotted by an enemy tank. And I think it was the Blesk who saw us. So we have to change position. Ouch, that was the M44. That's the best he could do at short notice. Now, I like what he's doing here. He's actually pulling back, running in a circle, making the M44 think that we've moved back and we've pulled away. But instead, what he's going to do is he's actually going to move and go down the west side of the map so he can still keep attacking the Blesk and the other enemy tanks on the other side. And yes, so he's still in the game. Where's the Blesk? There he is. Lining up a shot. Yes, he got a hit. 459. That is a penetrating shot. Left the Blesk on just one hit point. So it makes him very vulnerable for the next shot that lands near him. Anything lands near him is going to be the end of his game. And he has gone. The Lurther got him in the end. And we got the Hellcat in sight. Rounds out. Oh, he killed him with one round. Yes, Hellcat's notoriously thin on armor. And, well, that guy showed it there and then, because that's a second kill for Talon, and a very nice one indeed. Now, can he get the kill on this SU-100M1? They're very difficult to kill. They do have a fairly well-armored cockpit. Managed to get that round between the building and the rock. Oh, that was a direct hit. The GW Panther managed to get a direct hit in that direction. In fact, actually, it wasn't the GW. It was an FB304 that managed to put the round in there. It appears our GW Panther did die. So it looks like he was counter-batteried. Okay, there's the Hellcat. If the SU-100M1 is still defending, he might pull round to this position and try to get a shot on our T-29. In fact, he's just there. In fact, he's going down the cliff edge. And he's landed on the ground. Our shell lands nearby, but it stuns him. And if we get some more damage, we'll get the stun assist. Well, we don't get it. And unfortunately, the T-29 goes down. Not good. Scores are even now. We do have more hit points than the enemy does, though. I've also noted that the River Road is vulnerable because we do have a 416 around there and we have the box tank. But the enemy's got a VK7501K and an M6 trying to get into our cap area. Unless, of course, they've turned around and gone back down the road, which is just as possible because we do know that they are kind of under threat at the moment. Our Lurthers up on the heights overlooking. There's the SU-100M1. Hey, can we kill him? Rounds out. Rounds. Oh, lands next to him. 151. It makes him a one shot. And the FB304 gets the kill. And it was Kilroy. He was killed by Kilroy was here. No, he killed Kilroy. The SU-100M1 was Kilroy. Okay, so this is rather confusing. Okay, the Lurvers just killed the Skoda T25. We're 2 up on the enemy now. Talon taking the move down the west side, trying to support his teammates. He doesn't have a reload as fast as the FB304, but he is very accurate indeed, just like the FB304. And the enemy's just lost another tank, the VK7501K. And their M6 has been spotted on the other side of the Abbey. Our box tank is engaging him right now, but I think the box tank, yeah, the box tank died. Couldn't hold on. Now it looks to me like we might get the chance to hit the last remaining Arty, the M4. Oh, it's the GW Panther. Well, we'll have that. He's pulling back into cover, but he can only pull back so far. Rounds out, and that's 132 he's going to miss. One more shot, he's gone. He's still there. He's fixed his tracks now. Okay, can we get around on him? Almost ready to fire. The M44 comes out, rounds out. The GW takes another hit. Our FB304 has gone right to the front and is now shotgunning. And he just killed the GW Panther with a shotgun thanks to all the help Talon did with his rounds landing right next door to him. The enemy's lost their M44 as well, which means now that this game is in our grasp. Oh, we just lost another tank. It was the FB304 killed by the Skoda, the one with the autocannon. He was originally up near the other end, but now he's coming into sight and we're behind the trees looking down on him. Okay, can we get a shot in there to help our lurver? Otherwise he's going to take serious damage. Rounds out. No, didn't get it there. Come on, you can do it. T-17's moving into a position, but he might have trouble with the lurver because it's got heavy armor. He's going to rely on trying to get weak spots. It didn't help. That was a 105mm round from the lurver that finished him off. It's just the M6 left to kill. And we're going for the cap area. But that M6 must be fairly close by. Surely he must have returned. If he hasn't, we'll go into the cap and start capping. He's trying to go in via the back door, so to speak, behind the rock. So he has to be out in the open. Oh, the M6 is in sight. Okay, we're going to turn. He's getting behind cover. He wants that bush in the way. The M6 has gone, and that is a victory for Talon. Well, that was a very exciting game, and it was a worthy ace tanker for talon1958 of OLIMP in the Hummel, one of his favourite Artys. He's also got a bruiser medal out of that one for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get, I think that's 13. And he also got a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, despite the fact that he got 2 kills in the game. His win rate was Super Unicum Standard, 4,385. Very good indeed. And of course, the winning score means that he's automatically won the Weekend Lion because he got an ace tanker, and the first one to get an ace tanker wins automatically straight there and then. So Angelina's going to be getting up early on Sunday morning to make the breakfast, and of course it'll be ready for Talon when he gets up. So what a great score for that game that was. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he got the highest damage in the game, but he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber. He got 2,254 hit points out of that game, so he was really rocking it by pumping those shells in as fast as he could. Second highest damage was the 416 on our team, who obviously was defending the western or the River Road gate to our cap area. He got 1,802 hit points, and third highest was the SU-100M1, who was very difficult to pin down in the end. He got 1,774 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, the high scorers were the Lurver, the FB304, and we got the, I think it was the Bletsk, was it? We got 3 kills, and the M6 as well. All 3 kills. 2 kills went to Hummel, to Talon, and also to the Object 416 on our team and the T29. When it came to base XP, it's Talon again. Yep, he's got the top in 2 columns, missed out on the number of kills. But of course, yes, it really doesn't matter. He just got the tops, which won the game for the team. 939 base XP for Talon, 886 went to the Lurver, 856 went to the T25 AT, and he also got a cool-headed in that game against the Skoda T17. So let's have a look at detail. 20 shots fired. He was really pumping those shells out. And that's one of the benefits of having the stock gun. You've got a faster reload, which means you can get more shots on the enemy. You also get more ammunition. You get 27 rounds in the Hummel with the stock gun. With the top gun, you actually get 20. So you are getting more shots out. He would have run out of ammunition with his last shot, and then he would have been forced to cap just to help his team. But with the stock gun, he can just keep firing away until he's used up all 27 rounds. He got 6 direct hits on the enemy, 3 of them were penetrating shots, and 11 splash. The shell's coming in from above, so it's got more chance of hitting weak armor on the top of the tank than it has the sides of the tank or the front of a tank. So yes, having the stock gun really does make a difference. He also got 2,254, all of it at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty. The M44 tried to nail him, did get some hit points off him, but he also damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2, got the Confederate, 303 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made 170,975 credits profit, so that was a big game in terms of credits. 135,000 of that was down to a mission completion, and he also took away 2,817 experience points out of it as well. So yes, it was definitely, what a game. It really was a good one. That was a fast one. Fast, it was 12 minutes and 17 seconds, but lots of action. It was happening all over the place. And Talon was making really good use of that stock howitzer, which is the best Arty to use. You might have a shorter range, but you get a more accurate gun, more shells to fire, a faster reload. It's just much more fun than the top gun. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sure Talon will be enjoying his Sunday morning wake-up breakfast. Yes, he definitely needed it because, of course, Angelina won it the last time, I seem to recall. At least I think it was. Talon will remind me if he won it last time. But certainly he deserved this one because that was a really good battle. Hope you enjoyed this week's contest. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.